So I'd like to ask Kate to join us again, and do we have any questions for these candidates? Jim? Yeah, you can hang right there, or probably closer to the podium for the mic.
Hello, my name's Jim Baker. I'm from Newton. One of the big burdens on taxpayers is unfunded mandates, which were mentioned, and also state pensions. And the issues, as I understand it, with state pensions are that several years ago, there was quite a surplus in the pension plan, and the legislators decided to spend that money, take it out of the pension plan. And then several years down the road, the state was short of money, and they stopped funding the pensions for the school districts. And all of that burden has fallen on the local taxpayers. The other issue is that the private sector is switching over from defined contribution type pensions, where it's a set amount that your employer pays and then you pay a little bit if you want to more 401k type investments. And I'm just wondering what your positions on those issues are and how you think you can help the taxpayers regarding state pensions and unfunded mandates.
Right now, in the pension plan is problematic, as you said, and the various departments are getting together to see how they can resolve this. It has not yet been resolved, but it is a work in progress. It's the best I can offer you. We are looking at it because it is a problem. Because we spent money when we had to borrow rather than borrow from the plan. And we don't have a fix to put it back in at this time. But it is through finance, through the Governor's Council and fiscal, we're trying to look at how we can resolve the problem we create.
And I agree with Mary that it is a big problem. I met with the, oh, sorry. Hi, you okay?
Yeah.
It is definitely a big problem. I actually went to a meeting with the AFL-CIO and heard stories about people who had signed up for one thing and then their pensions weren't realized. I don't have all the answers. This is one of those things where we do have to work together and innovate, because people have a right to their retirement, the retirement that they're expecting. The issue we always have is we have a budget with a structural deficit, and we want everything, but we don't have the money to pay for it, and that's a big problem. It's a big problem for lots of things, for pensions, for firefighters who don't have wash stations. There are lots of things that we need, and we have to work together and find a way to get them. I wish I had an easy answer, but I'm gonna listen, and we're gonna find a way out of it if we can. It's going to take all of us.
One aspect of this that I'd like to ask about. The way I read the law, the pension law, is that if the investments don't work out in a particular year or over a period, so that they don't hit the thresholds that they need to pay those pensions, the taxpayers are on the hook for any deficit or shortfall. Can you explain how that works and how that could be addressed?
Not positively, no. I would be not giving you absolute information, and I'd rather not do that.
And I wish I could also speak to that more. As I spoke earlier about research, people who know me, if there's an issue that's important, I dive in. I'm not in the State House right now, but I take these issues really seriously about where money goes, who's paying for it, for the people who lose their services. My partner lost his lifelong pension at United when it went bankrupt, so this is a big deal. And we can't keep the burden on the local small property taxpayers here.
All right, I'd like to thank these candidates for joining us tonight. Take that off your hands. Want me to grab it?
No.